Regan here, and today I thought I would talk about the top 10 characters that I miss on the show and would be happy, more than happy, to take back. And I think this is a video that I kind of wanted to do in light of the recent news. It's recent now, or like currently, which is April, but of course we're already going to know the answer by the time this video is posted at the end of May. This video was kind of inspired by, I think it was Robbie Thompson, sorry, saying that 2 characters are going to come back and it's going to shock us, and I'm not sure. I'm thinking Michael might be one of them. But anyways, I have composed a list of 10 characters that I would be more than happy to take back on the show. So we're going to start from the bottom and work our way up to the number 1. We have Sarah Blake, and I don't know if you guys remember from Providence and also the season 8 finale, but she was the girl that was super crazy, like badass, and she was awesome. She didn't get scared. She wasn't a damsel in distress. She kind of defended herself, and then she ended up dying by Crowley's hand, which was super sad. I think her and Sam would have been super cute together because she was gorgeous and they were just super cute. Now, I know what you're all thinking, why Jessica? No one cares about Jessica. But I would really love to see some kind of character development that kind of led us to be attached to her in the first place, or her being used as some kind of leverage, as mean as that sounds. I think it would be an interesting plotline to have her brought back, even if it was only temporarily. You guys remember from, I believe it was season 4 or 5, I think it was 4, there was the kid Jesse, who was the Antichrist, and he kind of disappeared. It was from the episode where they were pranking. If I can remember the title, I will put it right here. If not, you guys can comment it down below. And whatever he believed would come true, so he turned Cass into an action figure and all that. So he disappeared, and to this day, I don't know what happened to him. He's one of those characters that I'm like, what the heck happened to him, and what's his storyline? And I kind of want to know, like, I still want to know. But I guess we may never know. Now, it's not necessarily that I loved the idea of Lisa and Dean being together, just because I don't think he could really settle down. Like, he kind of needs to be hunting. That's what his calling in life is. But I think there was a bit of a plot hole there that I think needs a little bit of explaining. So yes, Lisa and Ben did forget about Dean. They had that happen in season 6, I think it was. But here's the thing. Just because Lisa and Ben forgot about Dean doesn't mean Dean forgot about them, which means the demons could still technically use them as leverage against Dean, so there's a bit of a loophole there. Them forgetting about him doesn't really save them from any harm that could come their way, because Dean still deeply cares about them, and if a demon were to know that, he could still hurt them, even though they don't know who Dean is. Just because they left him in the cage, and I thought it would be fun to put him in here. Where's Adam? What's going on with him? It might be an interesting plot to bring him back and to see what kind of hell he's literally living. So, yeah, that's just interesting to me. Balthasar was kind of like a second Gabriel. Of course, he did not compare to Gabriel, but he was still funny, and I think that his conniving and mischievous ways are interesting, and I think it'd be interesting to see what else he could do on the show. And I also love Sebastian Roche. He is hilarious. Now, I do think that Crowley's line kind of came to a complete end, and it couldn't have been dragged on any longer, but that doesn't mean that I wasn't sad to see him go, and wouldn't be more than happy to have him brought back on the show. Of course, I do think that he went out in an honorable way, but I miss Mark Sheppard, and I miss his quirky comments and his little sass. Yes, I know that we have Bobby in this alternate universe in season 13, but that's not the real Bobby. It's an AU Bobby, just like there's an AU Dean and Sam and everything. And wouldn't it be so cool if there was AU Sam and Dean met themselves? In like other universes, obviously, because in that one they didn't exist, but we want the Bobby back that's in the universe that we are in, Sam and Dean's universe, you know. I think that it would be awesome to have Bobby back on the show. I miss Bobby. Bobby was awesome, Jim Beaver is awesome, and a super great guy. and I love Osric. Me and Osric are good friends, I'd say, and I think that it's, like, I don't know, I just feel like Kevin's storyline was incomplete. He was young, he didn't deserve to go out like that. I would love to see him come back and be able to kind of get away from everything, as I would like to see most of the characters in Supernatural do. Now, Charlie is obviously one of the most iconic characters in Supernatural in terms of, like, female empowerment. She was awesome. She was very empowering and nerdy and awesome, and she really was kind of for the fandom as a whole. She was a real representation of the fandom. So to see her die was really so sad and quite a shame, and I wish that she could be brought back because I feel like her storyline was cut short and short-lived, and I know it was just for shock factor, but I would really love her to come back. I love Felicia Day and I love Charlie. So yeah, that is the top 10 characters that I miss and would be more than happy to see back on the show. Let me know what your top 10 are. You can either snap it to me, tweet it to me, or Instagram it to me. I would be more than happy. Or you can go ahead and comment it down below. That would be awesome too. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video. Bye.